I am doing a brining of a turkey for Thanksgiving. It'll be myself and Cindy. Due to the COVID, normally I have my family over for Thanksgiving, but not this year. So we're gonna skip it, but I did get a turkey, always good for leftovers during the week, and might as well do it. So every year I do my turkeys on the Weber grill over charcoal. Always seems to turn out really well, and just wanted to put together like what I do every year. It varies a little bit, but this year I'm going with a 11 pounder. It's all thawed out. One good thing living in Wisconsin, you can set it out in the garage to thaw, and it's been out for a couple days. So she's ready to go, which I gotta take the cover off and get it all cleaned up. We'll have some kosher salt. We're gonna have ground pepper, and I've got 1 tablespoon of each of these ingredients. The recipe really calls for 2, but I really don't think it needs it for this size turkey. I was just like cut everything back. I got sage, I got rosemary, and I got thyme. And what I'm gonna do is take these ingredients, especially the rosemary, and kind of open up these little flakes here to release some of the flavor. So when we mix the brine together, it'll taste better. And then I got salt. This is a 1/2 cup of kosher salt. The recipe calls for 2 cups. I do not like that much salt. And the other ingredients to this brine is apple juice. So I'm going to get this all mixed up and get the turkey cleaned up, and I'll show you what I'll do. The plan here is do it tonight, tomorrow, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock, take it out, and then we'll rub it off, or drain all the stuff, wash the turkey out, and then season it with butter. But we'll show that step tomorrow. This will be the other part of this video. But I want to show from start to finish what I do and how it turns out on the Weber. And I'll tell you, this is great in the middle of summer too. So here we go. Okay, so I took each one of these spices, put them in the crucible, just did some pounding up, and the smells are just gorgeous. And I can't wait to mix this together. So I'm going to mix all this together in this little pan here. So. And then what I'm going to do here is just get this all blended together. Be one with your food, get it all together here. And then what I'm going to do is clean the turkey. We're going to put the turkey into a nice giant bag, and then we're going to put it in the cooler, and then we're going to put ice on top of that, put it in the garage, and we'll be ready to let it do its thing overnight. So here's the turkey out of its wrapper. I prefer to having younger turkeys. This is 11 pounds, and it really isn't that big of a turkey. I feel that the meat is better on younger birds, but this will feed quite a few folks. And you know, I ain't gonna be crazy with leftovers, so that's the way she looks. So I got everything mixed in here. So what I'm gonna do now is put my turkey in the bag. This ought to be fun since I'm the only one here right now. This turkey came with a neck, there's the neck and the liver and heart in the second bag, but no gravy. So not a good thing. So there's that. So I'm going to lightly put this in there a little bit, so some of this will stick. Get all so, and some of the salt. I don't really use a lot. I might not use all of this. Some recipes call for a lot of salt. Big into it, but that's your own preference. Here. Yeah, I'm not using this all of it, so it's pretty much covered up like so. Now, bit. Get some, do some cavity. Like so. Hopefully the cavity isn't full. I'll probably shift it around during the night. And then what I want to do is get all the air out of here. Tie this up and we're gonna get this all bundled up here right now. I'm gonna put it in the cooler like so, and then I'm gonna dump ice in this. Okay, for ice, one thing I really like to do is dump the stuff I have in the fridge. That way I get fresh stuff coming in all the time. So I'll bake that up, put the ice in the bag, put it on top of the turkey, and then take it to the garage. Alright, get it all in here. There you go. In the garage, I think it's like 30, maybe 40 degrees, not even 40. It's probably like 30 some degrees. Get her in the garage. And say goodnight to her. Get her in the morning. Alright, the next day, put the ice out. You can tell the bag has a little leak in it. It's from the acid from the apple juice, but I'm gonna get this out. Get her rinsed up. And pat her dry. Get her ready for the grill. So there, I'm just gonna pat her dry. I'm gonna leave whatever sticks on there. There. Another thing about these smaller birds, they fit in these smaller trays really well, so it's always good to have these on hand. Good place to get them, Sam Club, buy them by the bulk. But I'm gonna let her sit this way for a little bit. Let her air dry. Get that skin maybe a little drier, and then I'm gonna come back with butter. So I'm gonna leave it out here an hour, half hour, see how it goes. Okay, so this morning I mixed the same spices over again, and I'm gonna lightly sprinkle this all over again. And I'm not gonna do all of it, just a little bit. More flavors in there. So continue with the air drying. So one thing I like to do is inject the turkey with butter, and I'm going to melt the butter, and I'm going to add some of the spices in here. Note that these injectors, you can find them in Menards or probably even Home Depot, Walmart. It's got a big fat needle here, and if you notice that spot right there, that has a tendency sometimes to get clogged with items like that. So just be aware when you push it through, because this will get solid if it sits in the syringe too long. But this is the needle that I use to inject the turkey. So there's a hole here and a big hole at the end. So if you can see that, you know, pick yourself up one. I've had this for years. The end just screws in here. Part of the one problem with this thing is that you'll end up losing this if you only use it once in a while. So find a good home for all of this, put it together. A lot of times I like to store it inside this here and then put it away for the next time. So just some of the things I like to do. So just come out of the microwave. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit in here. Not all of it. Just get it all stirred up. Let's put a little more in here. Sit there. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll probably nuke it one more time if it starts to get hard. So it smells good. It smells really good. Alright, so we're injecting the breast, put a little bit in the legs, Some of the injection might come out other places, but that's fine. I did flip the bird already. So that's about all we're gonna do. All right, we're outside with the turkey. Let me show you what I got set up. I got an extension on my Weber, and I believe I got it from Cajun Bandits, I believe. Not so sure, I've had it for years. It's made out of stainless steel. The reason I like this one is that you can flip it upside down, because I do have a 23-inch smoker from Weber, and this fits on there if I need it for an extension. So what I did is start the charcoal in my chimney, and I spread it in a circle, and I got my drip pan here because I just didn't want it to get in the bottom of my kettle. I'm not going to use the drippings, and this is all nice and hot right now. And I got the turkey right here. I'm just going to place it in the center, and I'm going to watch this temperature on this grill because I got a temperature gauge on here. So I'm kind of looking to stay around 375. I really don't want to go especially over 400 because it's going to finish too quick. So I'll show you what that looks like once I get the turkey on. So here I have the turkey on. This is not stuffed with anything. I'm just going to let it go. If it was a bigger one, I would definitely wrap it up tight, but I'm not going to. If this thing starts to get brown real quick, I am going to put foil over it, but right now we're going to leave it as is. I did not put any wood chips in here because I don't like the smoke flavor of poultry, to be honest with you. So now I'm going to sit here and watch that. You can see the butter that was left over kind of got hard again in the tray, but this will all be in the garbage. But so we'll let her go. I got this vent fully open, and then underneath here I got the control of the temperature right here. I did make sure that this was empty this morning because I want as much air and ashes to fall through here as possible because I really want a good temperature. I believe right now it's like 39 degrees outside, so this should go up pretty quick. She's starting to move now, and I want to shut her off right about here and get her where she's stable. So love this grill. This is the Performer. It's an older version of it. It's got a place here to hold your lid when it's off. I shouldn't have done this, but I did. And these also have flip here where I can add charcoal if I need it. So we're going to go for the ring method. We'll get the lid on, and I'm going to come back out here probably, I don't know, in 10 minutes and see where we're at. And then if it is too hot, then I'll start shutting down the vents here and even on the bottom. But she's going pretty quick, so I'm going to cut this at half right now, and then I'll come back. All right, I had to cover her up. She is dark, and a lot of the darkness for the turkey really comes from the brine, I believe, and this will probably be a really good tasting turkey. So she's only 11 pounds. She don't look like it. I think I've had some chickens bigger than this, but I'm gonna drain some of that out. 175 is really the temperature you want, 165. But longer is better. I got my sweet potatoes on here. That one's done. This one's on. I'm going to come back out and get that. So, cover this up. Put this back on here. And we'll get her back in the house. How can this be 11 pounds? It was 11 pounds.
It was.
It kind of looks like a chicken.
It does look like a large chicken.
Oh my god, but that's
Canned
okay.
for reference.
Yeah.
It really is. Smells delicious though.
It does, so we'll see what the meat's like. It should be pretty good though.
It'll be delicious.
Yes.